Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are doing more battles in the Go Battle League, and I am using Alolan Raichu, Azumarill, and Skarmory. So I did switch my team as promised for this video, and let me tell you guys, we have absolutely massive lag in this video. You'll see it. Not every battle, but most battles we had lag. So what should you do when you lag? Now obviously it's very frustrating when it happens to you. It was frustrating when it happens to me, seeing your opponent just go to town on you and there's nothing you could do but sit back and watch it right after they get like 3 charge attacks against you. It's super annoying, and this is something I brought up on Twitter that I thought was going to be a concern for Go Battle League, and it is a concern. So what should you do? Well, if you use a premium pass, now I did not for these videos, but if you use a premium pass, I would 100% record all of your games, and the reason for that is because if something goes wrong, if you lag, if your opponent's just attacking, you can't do anything, you could maybe submit that to Niantic and they'll give you your premium raid pass back. They could look into it. I don't know that that's going to happen, but it's definitely something that you could try out. It seems like they probably would reimburse you something, whether it be a premium raid pass. I was about to say the rewards, but probably a premium raid pass. So I'm not going to submit my video evidence again to them probably, because as I said, it was basic for me. I wasn't doing any of the premium battles this video, but yeah, so that's one thing you want to do if you use a premium raid pass. If it happens outside of that, if you're doing basic, it's annoying, right? It's annoying, but it's something that we just have to deal with. It's not really going to affect your ranking too much. I mean, I guess it might affect it a little bit. It's going to take you longer to increase your rank, right? Especially if you lose. It's going to take longer to get to rank 6, to get to rank 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Because you're going to have to win battles, and if you lose because of lag, it's just going to take you an extra set of games maybe. It's definitely annoying, but what else can we do about it, right? I don't know an answer. I don't know how Niantic can fix this. I have no idea what they can do. So maybe they're going to work on it to prevent lag, but it happens in every game, every online game. There's always lag, right? Super Smash Bros, there's lag. So at the end of the day, what can you do about it? It's disappointing, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with it for now. But anyway, it happens. So we do go ahead and win game 1, no lag there. So for the next game, I do lead with Alolan Raichu, and as you can see, I cannot switch out at all. Finally, the switch goes through into my Azumarill, and there I am just standing there. He gets to switch and come in and go to town against me. All I'm doing is just hanging out. I get one bubble in, and he's just going to get a charge move off. I'm assuming this is going to be a play rough, and he would have ended up beating me in the mirror match anyway. But again, I can't do anything. His play rough goes off against me. Now I guess it's working for a little bit. I'm going to lose this mirror match anyway because I don't have play rough. So I guess that didn't matter. But regardless, he's going to go ahead and shield. I think more lag comes in this game. Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and let this attack go through. I'm definitely way behind anyway, but I'm not going to give up. I do switch into my Alolan Raichu to try to get off a Thunder Punch. I actually do manage to get one off, so that's definitely awesome. So we're going to get that off. He will shield that. Totally fine. He switches into his Altaria as expected. I do get off a Thunder Punch against Altaria. I'm expecting to go down from Dragon Breaths, though. And he does get off his Sky Attack. He actually goes for a Sky Attack. I am going to let this one go. I still have 2 shields, but I didn't think I could get to another Thunder Punch. So I do have Skarmory, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in Skarmory, which definitely pretty good against Altaria, so I do get off the Sky Attack. So at this point I thought the lag was basically over with. Hopefully maybe we could do something. So he brings in the Azumarill, and he goes for a charge attack, so I am going to go ahead and actually take it. So I do take that Ice Beam, and we're just going to continue on with the attacks. We have another attack coming our way. I am going to go ahead and shield this one. Might as well start using the shields. Maybe we could do something. Again, I lagged a little bit there, but I don't think that really affected anything. I am going straight for the Flash Cannon right now to try and knock out the Azumarill. So the Flash Cannon hits and does knock it out, and now his final Pokemon is Whiscash. So I'm trying to get to his Sky Attack. I'm trying desperately to get to it. I do shield this because I want to get to the Sky Attack. So it is going to be a Mud Bomb, and we are able to get to the Sky Attack. And we get it off against this Whiscash. So it's going to do a decent amount of damage. I switch into my Azumarill. Fortunately, couldn't get to an Ice Beam, although I don't think that would have knocked it out anyway. And then my Skarmory goes down. So I feel like I would have won had we not experienced that lag earlier. But that isn't even as bad as it gets. Let me tell you something. It gets worse. Anyway, we lead with the Alolan Raichu against Sableye. Terrible. Absolutely terrible for us. So there you go. I switch, and now I can't do anything. Hey, Sableye. Thank you for taking half my health. So I do switch into my Azumarill. He hits me with Foul Play. And by the way, I blame none of my opponents for continuing to attack. I mean, it's just the way things are. Obviously, people want to win for the reward, so they're going to take advantage of it. I don't blame them for it. I can't do anything right now. Let me know if you've ever experienced any of this, guys. Have you had lag such as this? I know people have. But has it been this bad? Has it been worse? Has it been a little bit, but not too bad? Let me know in the comments down below because I am interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Obviously, if we lag in Silph tournaments, we could have a rematch. That's fine. If we lag in practice matches, it's not a big deal because it's just practice, right? Sometimes your opponent stops attacking to wait for you to try and be respectful. But in this, people just want to win, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. So, so your opponent's not going to stop and wait for you, which is understandable. I'm not saying it's wrong. But anyway, we're definitely playing from behind. I really saw no way out of this. I'm going to go for the Sky Attack. He will shield that Sableye, and now I can't do anything. So now he's going to get off a Charge Attack. I will go ahead and shield this one up. It will be a Foul Play. I don't know what was with my connection. I mean, I was having perfect connection. I do not have bad connection issues, so I don't really understand what was going on. But anyway, we experienced more lag, preventing us from getting to that Sky Attack. He does go for a Power Punch. I figured it would be a Power Punch, so I risked it. I don't know. I'm trying to still win, guys. Even look at my little baby Alolan Raichu with that little health. I'm still trying to win. But that Sableye took way too much health at the beginning for me to really win. So we're going to go ahead and lose that. But good game nonetheless. So let's go ahead and see. By the way, guys, you definitely want to check out tomorrow's video because tomorrow we actually play a lot better, and we actually reach rank 9 tomorrow. So you definitely want to check that out. So we have an Electrode against my Alolan Raichu. So it's interesting because both Pokemon do have that Volt Switch. He will hit me with a Discharge. I knew it was going to be an electric attack, so I take it, I charge up energy, and I go straight for that Grass Knot. So I'm like, okay, no lag, we're doing pretty well. Let's see if he shields. He does not. It won't knock it out, but maybe this Volt Switch will. No, he actually gets off his Charge Attack. So I decided to go ahead and shield it just so I could farm him down with Volt Switch. Oh gosh, excuse me guys, I'm sorry. Anyway, he brings in Medicham and I cannot tap on Thunder Punch to save my life. Finally, we get off Thunder Punch. Trying to do whatever damage we can. Maybe we have back-to-back Thunder Punches. We do not, thanks to that lag. But it is what it is. So we bring in the Azumarill and try to go to town against this Medicham. He's going to hit us with a Charge Attack. I decided not to shield just to see what attacks he has. It's actually going to be a Psychic. So it's good to know that Medicham has Psychic. He gets off another one before I can get off Ice Beam. And it is going to be another Psychic as expected, but I still took it. We're going to get an Ice Beam off against him. And that will knock out the Medicham, so that's totally fine. So Amoonguss comes in. So I see Amoonguss, and I'm actually pretty happy because I know I have Skarmory in the back. I'm like, I got this one in the bag, right? He's up a shield, but I definitely got this, right? Sure I do. So he's going to go ahead and be able to knock me out. I'm going to let it go through. It will be a Sludge Bomb. So this will knock out Azumarill eventually. Any moment now, we should faint. Actually, no, I think this is the part where my next Pokemon automatically comes in and I don't even realize it. Yeah, so he whatever. For some reason, my Skarmory's in, and I'm just sitting there taking all these attacks. I'm taking grass attacks, I'm taking poison attacks. There's Grass Knot. It's not doing much to me, but when you can't move, it's eventually going to knock you out. A Magikarp would knock you out eventually, right? We're going to take another attack from this Amoonguss. This is so bad, guys. So Amoonguss is going to hit us with a Sludge Bomb. It looks like the animation isn't going through. I think it does go through. We just don't see it. So yeah, this was a funny game. It was frustrating at the time, but watching it back, it's definitely annoying. So I'm like, I'm not gonna even bother shielding. There's no way I could win this now. That Amoonguss just totally wiped out my Skarmory. So, well, it will once the game decides to pick up again. But yeah, not a great showcase of these three Pokemon. I will be showing them off again in tomorrow's video. But either way, good games to my opponent. Despite the lag, it is what it is, So we're going to lead with Alolan Raichu against Metagross. So hopefully we don't experience more lag. I don't know if we do in this battle. Let's see. So I'm just charging up energy to that Thunder Punch. We get it off. And I'm loving Volt Switch Alolan Raichu despite all this lag. I think it's a really good Pokemon. Shout out to FP Sticks. His YouTube channel is doing absolutely incredible. He used these three Pokemon, so I decided to try it. I know it's not the best showcase of them because of this lag, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to get off the Volt Switch right now. Or not the Volt Switch, the Thunder Punch, which will knock out the Metagross. And now he'll bring in Swampert. So I actually decided to go for a Grass Knot immediately. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get it off because I couldn't activate it immediately, as you saw. By the way, that's a Water Gun Swampert. He decides not to shield, maybe expecting the Thunder Punch. That's why I went for the Grass Knot. He brings in Entei. I'm going to bring in my Azumarill. And this should be good game unless if I start to lag. So let's see if this game does not lag. It actually doesn't because I remember this game. But anyway, we're just going to try and knock out the Entei. I am going to go ahead and shield this. So it is just going to be a Flamethrower. I didn't know if Entei got any other, I didn't know if it got a Grass move. It probably would have knocked me out anyway, but I just didn't know what moves it got. So I'm going to go ahead and feint Entei. So good game to my opponent. Luckily no lag over there, so that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and jump into another game. Let's see. Once we find my opponent, I am going to go ahead and lead with something. Nothing's showing up, so it's going to be my Alolan Raichu. He switches out into Mew, so very interesting. I am going to go ahead and go for that Thunder Punch against Mew. Now, I know Mew has Shadow Claw, so I'm banking to get out of there. But unfortunately, he gets off a charge move before I'm able to get over there. I decided to shield. I don't think I needed to shield. It still would have done a lot of damage. So I don't know what moves. I don't know what moves that thing has. I don't know if it has something that's strong against the Azumarill. It does. It has Wild Charge, so that's going to be strong against me. Anyway, I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. That's why it's difficult to play against Mew, isn't it? Because you never know what moveset they have. It could be anything, anything under the sun, So we do go ahead and knock out that Mew, and then he brings in his Defense Form Deoxys, and I will go for the Ice Punch. I was hoping he would think it was like a Hydro Pump and shield, but no, that didn't happen. He is going to go ahead and try and knock me out with this Rock Slide, and that will knock me out, so that's fine. So I bring in my Alolan Raichu, and I go for the Thunder Punch against it to try and do whatever damage we can, and as you can see, it does pretty good damage. So now he does go for the charge move. I decided to shield this so I could farm down the Deoxys. So the Rock Slide would have knocked us out, of course, and now we could farm down with Volt Switch. So now we have energy for whatever comes in. Now, I make a mistake. I go for the Grass Knot. I should have bluffed with the Thunder Punch. And the reason I should have done that is because he shields, right? And I would have been able to get to a Grass Knot and knock him out if that had happened. But that was definitely a huge mistake on my end. And that's okay. We learn from our mistakes. But yeah, I was thinking about it, but I remember that Swampert guy from the game before didn't shield expecting the electric move. So yeah, I definitely should have bluffed. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. So he's going to actually be able to get 2 Blizzards off against me, and he's going to be able to take this game. So this was a legit game. This was not like lag or anything. And at this point, obviously, these battles, all these lags, affected my win-loss ratio. I'm not concerned about that. Once you get up to rank 10, or once I get up to rank 10, I'm going to use more, I don't know if I want to say fun Pokemon, but I'm going to use more Pokemon that different Pokemon, different teams, and a lot of different teams, because it's rank 10. So once you rank 10, you can't go back to rank 9. So we do successfully catch what I hope to be the Night Slash, or the Cross Chop. It is going to be the Night Slash, so we do successfully get that. So that's good for us. He switches in Drifblim, so that's interesting. I do go for the Ice Beam to try and do a lot of damage to him, and before the Icy Wind could come out. and I do go ahead and shield this one. Now, I probably didn't have to shield. In fact, I know I didn't have to shield this. But I decided to because I don't know, I didn't want to take a Shadow Ball. But yeah, it was just an icy win. Kind of what I expected, but anyway, a little bit of lag there. I don't know if it affected anything, it might have, but we get another icy win to the face. We're going to go ahead for an Ice Beam, maybe knock it out. I don't really know if it knocks it out at this range because of our debuff. However, he decides to shield anyway. Probably wouldn't have knocked it out, honestly. I mean, is this like the third or fourth debuff from that Drift Bloom? I don't even know. But he's just going to town. But at least we took both shields. So I'm going to go for my Ice Beam. I didn't think this would knock it out. It actually does. So that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Alolan Raichu and go for the Thunder Punch immediately because I want to clear that debuff. And that actually one-shots that Moltres. I didn't expect that either. I kind of underestimate the power of Alolan Raichu sometimes. I don't know why. But either way, we're going to go ahead and go for the Thunder Punch against the Primate. We're getting lag. I'm like, please don't let me lose when we're winning thanks to the lag. Come on, clear up. So it does, and we take the knockout and win. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.